Hey guys, it's Boom and welcome back to AniPeeps, your go-to destinations for all things anime and manga related. And today I'm bringing you a hidden gem that you absolutely need to check out. Tsumiki Ogami's Not So Ordinary Life. And trust me, this one's perfect for anyone who loves quirky characters, a sprinkle of romance, and a whole lot of slice of life goodness. Oh yeah, so let's jump right into it. So what exactly is Tsumiki Ogami's Not So Ordinary Life all about? It follows the life of Tsumiki Ogami, a young girl with an interesting perspective on the world. Her life is anything but ordinary, but in the best way possible. It's a slice of life manga with a lot of humor, charm, and just the right amount of heartwarming moments that make you feel like you're reading something special. But what really sets this manga apart is the way it presents everyday life. It takes a seemingly normal situations, whether it's conversation between friends, a class project, or just walking home from school, and turns them into something engaging and meaningful. Tsumiki's unique outlook on life makes even the most ordinary moments feel fresh, and that's one of the things I love most about this series. Now let's talk a little bit about the history of the manga itself. Tsumiki Ogami's Not So Ordinary Life first debuted in October of 2023 in the Weekly Shonen Sunday. And since then, it's slowly but steadily gained a dedicated fan base. As of now, there are 4 Japanese volumes available, and upcoming English volume releasing July 8th of 2025, with the series still ongoing, meaning that there's plenty of story left to enjoy. If you're the type of reader who likes to binge read a series once a few volumes are out, you're in luck. There's already a solid amount of content to dive into. One thing I always love seeing is how a manga's art style evolves over time. Comparing the earlier volumes to the more recent ones, you can see how much the character designs have sharpened and how the storytelling has become even more refined. You can really tell that the mangaka has grown with the series, making each volume even better than the last. And if you're wondering about pacing, it's just right. Some slice of life manga can feel like they drag on forever with no real direction. But this manga does a great job of balancing its episodic comedy with a subtle character development. Each chapter feels like it contributes to the bigger picture, whether it's revealing a new side of Tsumiki or her friends' personality or deepening the relationship between the characters. So if you're someone who enjoys manga that focus on the small but meaningful moments in life, then this manga is just for you. Now let's go into details of what this manga is actually about. Let's talk about our main girl, Tsumiki. Now Tsumiki is a bit of an oddball. She's super intelligent and has a knack for seeing the world in a way that others might not. Think of her as a quirky type who always observing the little details and bringing out a unique perspective to everything she does. But here's the kicker. She's not just a brilliant observer. She's got a bit of energetic personality too. She's a bit of a troublemaker, but in the most endearing way possible. Seriously guys, her interactions with her friends and classmates are so fun to watch unfold. Whether she's causing minor chaos or unintentionally getting herself into tricky situations, Tsumiki's charm is undeniable. She's definitely one of those characters who keep you turning pages just to see what she does next. And that's a big reason why I enjoy this manga so much. Her character type, the way she's drawn, and just her personality itself. The world of Tsumiki Ogami's Not So Ordinary Life is your typical high school setting, but it's infused with so much humor and warmth that it feels like the kind of place you want to hang out in. The school itself becomes a character in its own right, from the quirky classmates to the hilarious teachers. And of course there are plenty of heartwarming moments where the characters bond over the most everyday things. But here's where things get really interesting. This isn't just a world of ordinary humans. In this story, humans coexist with Genjin, beings that aren't fully human but have unique traits and abilities. It's a world where it's completely normal to see a mix of different species going about their daily lives, attending schools, and forming friendships just like anyone else. And this brings us to our main character, Tsumiki Ogami. She's not just an ordinary high school girl. She's actually half human, half werewolf. That means she has heightened senses, sharp instincts, and occasionally a little too much energy for her own good. But don't expect a dark, brooding werewolf story. Tsumiki's nature is more mischievous than monstrous. She's a mix of adorable and chaotic, which makes for some of the most funniest and most unpredictable moments in all of manga. As she's not the only non-human character, the school is filled with other Genjin, each with their own quirks and abilities. Some have animal-like features, others have magical traits, and some are so subtle in their differences that you might not even notice it at first. But what makes this world so great is that these differences don't separate people. Instead, they make daily life more interesting. Whether it's friendly competitions between species, misunderstandings due to their unique abilities, or just hilarious moments when someone's supernatural trait causes chaos in the classroom. And the interactions between humans and Genjins are what makes this world feel so alive. And what's even cooler, the way the story treats this setting. Instead of making it a big dramatic deal that non-humans exist, it's just a natural part of life. It's the kind of world where no one bats an eye at a werewolf girl hanging out with a regular human or a teacher who might have a little extra magic up their sleeve. That seamless integration of fantasy into slice of life setting is what makes this manga feel so fresh and engaging. So if you love school life stories but want something with a unique twist, then this manga delivers. It takes a setting we all recognize and adds a supernatural element that makes everything even more fun without losing the cozy, everyday feel of a great slice of life series. And let's not forget about the supporting cast. From Tsumiki's classmates to her close friends, the secondary characters bring just as much life to the story. I think that's so great about this manga because it makes it feel like the story is not just about one person, but a whole group of people learning and growing together. It's a reminder that sometimes the little moments, whether it's unexpected friendships or a funny mishap, can be the most meaningful parts of life. So, what are some of the deeper themes of this manga? Well, at its core, this manga is about embracing the quirks in life. It teaches you that sometimes it's okay to be a little odd, to not have everything perfectly figured out. Tsumiki's may seem like she's got everything under control, but it's clear that her journey is full of self-discovery and learning about the world around her. Plus the themes of friendship, personal growth, and of course some subtle romance make this a really well-rounded read. Now, without getting into that many spoilers, I am going to be talking about another character in this story. One of the other main characters, Yutaka. Yutaka is one of the supporting characters in this manga. He is a close friend of Tsumiki and plays a crucial role in her journey. Yutaka's personality and his relationship with Tsumiki provides a nice balance to the story. From what we see in the manga so far, Yutaka is a calm, kind-hearted, and often acts as a stabilizing force for Tsumiki. Where she might be the more eccentric and chaotic one, Yutaka tends to be more grounded, which adds an interesting dynamic to their friendship. Despite being more reserved, he's very closely observant, and you can tell that he understands her in other ways that others may not. He often finds himself in situations where he has to gently pull her out of trouble, and he does this with a lot of patience and care. He's also someone who is easy to relate to because he's a bit of an everyman. Someone who doesn't seek attention, but instead is content just living his life and supporting his friends. His subtle feelings for her is also an added layer of complexity in their friendship, as there's always an underlying potential romance between the two, which I'm looking forward to seeing blossom. Especially it being so early in the series, there's been definitely groundwork for their romance, but it hasn't developed fully, and you can't wait to see it. Okay, so why should you check this manga out? Well, if you're into quirky slice of life story with tons of humor, then this manga is definitely for you. It's one of those manga that make you smile without even trying. The art style is adorable, the characters are super likable, and it's got just the right balance of lighthearted moments. If you love stories that make you laugh, make you think, and make you appreciate the simple, beautiful moments in life, then this is a perfect pick. Plus, it's one of those titles that feel like a breath of fresh air in a world full of heavy action plots and intense drama. So, if you're looking for a fun, heartfelt read, I highly recommend checking out Tsumiki Ogami's Not So Ordinary Life. It's a hidden gem that definitely deserves more love. Have you already read it? Or is this your first time hearing about it? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more awesome manga recommendations. Thanks for hanging out with me today on AniPeeps, and until next time, keep reading and keep enjoying the world of anime and manga. Peace out.